Hi everyone, it's Samaya. Welcome back to my channel. I'm 46 years old and today I'm going to show you guys all of the facial exercises that I do to keep my face looking as sculpted and lifted as possible. So I've talked about the treatments I've done on my skin, all the tools that I use, LED, laser masks, microcurrent devices, but I also feel that working your facial muscles by themselves is almost like when you go to the gym and you work out your muscles on your body. So I feel that targeted facial muscle exercises are a really good complement to the treatments, the skincare products, and the skincare devices that I already use. I also did hear that your cheekbones can get weaker as you get older, and certain acupressure points in those areas can help strengthen those bones and lift them, and also lift your face. Now, if you have Botox, it might be a little bit harder to target those muscles, but just with practice, you'll get the hang of it. I like to target the muscles under my chin, so on my neck right here. I also like to target my cheekbones and this area right here under my eye. I think that my smile lines also get targeted when I do my cheek exercises, so I don't do anything specifically for my smile lines. I know there's a lot of exercises out there that involve moving your tongue around the inside of your mouth or just kind of smoothing this area down. I don't really do all of that because I honestly don't really want to manipulate this area too much. I also do get my PRP in my smile lines about 3 times a year, so I don't really want to press in that area too much. I like to do my face exercises at least twice a day. If I don't really have time to sit and look in the mirror and do them, I'll do them when I'm driving, or I'll do them when I'm sitting in front of my red light panel for about 20 minutes because that's a good amount of time that I have just sitting there. And I like to structure the exercises like I'm doing reps at the gym. So for example, I'll do 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 20, and I won't take a really long break between the sets because your muscles are activated at that point and you want to keep building on that. I have had Botox lip flip, so I do notice when my Botox is fresh, it's a little harder to make that O shape with my mouth and keep it. Even though I'm doing it, I might not really feel it activating. So just look in the mirror and make sure that your face is in the right position and you are activating the muscles that you want to target. So I'm just going to make an O shape with my lips. Now you can put a pencil, a pen, a straw. You can put something in between your lips. I've done it that way as well, but I do feel like when I put something between my lips and press down on it, I'm also kind of deepening my smile lines, if that makes any sense. Everybody's different, so just do what works for you. So I just make that O with my mouth. And then you're going to smile, pretend like you're smiling upward. So you definitely want to lift from here and not scrunch your eyes. Once you're in that position, you want to activate your cheek muscles. I do it about 20 times. Sometimes I'll hold the contraction for a few seconds. Sometimes I'll also do 10 quick pulses when I'm done, just depending on how much time I want to spend on it. So let's go ahead and start that first exercise. I'm not sure if you can really see it in the video, but my cheek muscles are activating. And if you want, you can put your fingers on your cheeks just to make sure that it's activating. And I feel like sometimes when I do that, it activates even more because of that mind to muscle connection. So that particular exercise targets the muscles right here. If you want to target the muscles right under your eyes, because that area can sag as well, you will do a little bit of a different motion with your mouth. You will put your tongue right at the tip of your mouth like this, and you'll just hold it there and pulse this area. It's very similar to the exercise we just did that targets your cheekbones. But if you really focus, you will see that putting your tongue right there and just trying to pulsate this area will target those muscles right there more than the previous exercise. And it feels great actually when you feel your muscles getting tired because you know you're really working them out. Even if your muscles feel tired, don't stop. And I do these exercises 3 times each. The next exercise I'm going to do is to activate a couple of acupressure points. When you push on those points, you are really boosting circulation to those areas. And the more blood flow, the more collagen you're getting, the more muscle growth you're getting. So you really want to make sure that you're pressing on the right areas to activate those muscles in your cheeks. Now, if you have long nails like me, it might be a little bit uncomfortable. You can just use your knuckles, and that's what I'm gonna do here. So you're going to measure the area that you want to press, and it basically is under your eye in 2 spots. The first area is when you go down from your eye and you stop right there. Make sure you're under the bone and you feel that you're under the bone. The other area is from the corner of your eyes down to right under your cheekbone. Those are the 2 acupressure points that you want to target. I'm gonna measure down from my inner eye, and I'm gonna put my knuckle right there. Now, I do like to put my head down a little bit to make sure that I'm really getting those areas good. So I'm gonna go down, press in, look down a little bit, and you're just gonna make a ooh, ooh. Now you don't have to make the noise. I know it sounds funny, but just make sure that you're really activating your cheeks by making an O with your mouth. Now you don't really want to make the O with your lips. You really wanna activate all the muscles around your mouth. Don't just poke your lips out like that. You want to really activate the muscles all around your mouth when you poke your mouth out. So you're gonna go like this. I'm not just doing this. It's not just about the lips, it's about all those muscles contracting together. It's really hard to see in the video, but if you feel those muscles contracting, then you're doing a good job, but it's a little bit hard to see. So I'm gonna do that about 10 times, and then I'm gonna go to the other point, which is right under the bone right here on the outer edge of your eye. Find that area, push down a little bit, and do the same motion with your mouth. So after that's done, you should really feel that your cheeks got a nice workout. The next exercise is also going to target your cheeks, and you're going to use your tongue as well. This exercise targets your cheeks, and it's also great because it targets under your neck right here. A lot of times people will do neck exercises by poking their tongue out to activate that muscle. But this kind of does both. It does your cheeks, and I feel like it does your neck as well. It's not as targeted for your neck, but I feel like it's kind of doing 2 things at once, so it saves me time. You're gonna open your mouth, smile slightly, and you're gonna stick your tongue out in 3 places: center, right, and left. And you're gonna hold it for 3 seconds in each position. We're gonna start by doing this. Now, when you hold it, you do feel your cheeks starting to burn a little bit because you're working them out. And if you're very deliberate about it, you do feel that this area under your neck is also tightening. So I always just kind of poke it and tap it a little bit to make sure that it's activating. So we're gonna do this 10 times. This does take a little bit more time than the other exercises because you're doing 3 positions, 10 times each. Let's go ahead and start. Another exercise that I do is for my actual neck. As you get older, the neck muscles can shorten, and as they shorten, they kind of drag everything down with it. You want to make sure that you keep your neck muscles nice and elongated. These are the neck exercises that I do. You're just going to put your hands, cross them right under your neck on your chest, and you're going to look up. If you want, you can also stick your tongue out, which activates muscles right here a little bit more. Each time you go up, you're gonna hold it for a few seconds, and I do that about 10 times. The next one I do is side to side, so I'm gonna put my hands here and just stretch my neck that way. And I'm gonna hold that for about 10 seconds. And I do the same on the other side. This is also a very relaxing neck exercise. If you have any tension in your neck, it kind of helps release that as well, especially if you do it every day, a couple times a day. So there are a lot of other facial exercises you can do. I do believe that your face muscles are like the other muscles in your body, and they need to be worked out. And the more you work them out, the stronger they'll get. I can target my eyebrows, I can massage my scalp more, which I do, but I don't do it as regularly as I should. But these are the exercises that are non-negotiable for me, and I do them every day. Just to summarize, there's 4 exercises. I hope you guys enjoyed this video for these simple face and neck exercises to keep your face looking snatched and sculpted and lifted. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.